going down tonight. Everything is good. Yeah, from where I stood, everything is going to go all right in our hood. Well, let's talk about it for a second. Take a second to wreck it. Yeah, I'm about to inspect it. Make sure that it's high quality. We gonna talk about this show. You know how it go. My name is O. Some call me Son. A lot of times in the back of me, you see one. But right now, you see the urban therapy with sunshine. Yeah, like the sunshine. And it gets real bright. We keep it right. Everything is game tight. We gonna talk about it tonight. But actually today, in our own way, we play how we play. You do what we say. But we talking about cheating, premium cheating. Yo, I'm competing with no other man here. I stand 10 toes down. I ain't trying to really mess around. But when we say this show, you know how it reads and how it go. If you was doing what you was supposed to do, then I wouldn't have to do it with nobody else except for you. But you sold me out, so I gotta do what I gotta do, cause this is my route. And I tout myself a little thing up in my pants, and it makes me want to take a chance. All I really need is love, like LL said. But I'm really trying to get up in somebody's head and make sure that you have meeting other minds. You understand what I'm talking about? Come on, you the kind of person that understands rehearsing is necessary. We gonna make sure that our styles will vary into another segment, a section, and we gonna do this thing. Make sure we get respect when we talk to each other. We treat each other like sisters and brothers, but not like that close. But yo, it's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, y'all. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. And we are talking about I wouldn't have to cheat if you was doing what you was supposed to do. I wouldn't have to cheat if you was doing what you was supposed to do. Now, I know that y'all have heard that before somewhere. I've definitely heard it before. I haven't said it. I've never said anything like that before. But I know people who have said it, and I know people who have accepted it. Hey man, you do what you gotta do. You live the way you want to live. But there's certain things that you can say to a person, convey to a person, relate to a person that just might make a lot of sense, and sometimes they might not make any sense at all. But I want to know from y'all, does that make sense to you? I mean, would you accept that? Have you accepted? Has that been an excuse that you have used before? You know what? I'm not going to say an excuse because, you know, when you start talking about excuses, people start feeling some kind of way and they might not really tell you the truth. So we're going to say reason. Have you ever used that line of reasoning? Yeah, that line of reasoning where you said, well, look, man, you know, I mean, I love my husband. I love my wife. And I always want them to be happy. I always want them to be satisfied, but I also want to be satisfied myself. I don't want to be unhappy myself. But they put me in a position where I had to do what I had to do. They put me in a position where I had to do what I had to do. I didn't want to do it. Cheating is one of those things. Cheating is one of those things where nobody is putting a gun to your head to make you start spending time or having sex with somebody else. That's not something that you have to do. People do it, but it's not something that you have to do. But let some people tell it. It is something that they had to do because there was no other choice. There was an arrangement and an agreement that was made between two parties. And when somebody does not keep up their end of the bargain, then the other party has the right to step out on them and do what they supposed to do or do what they need to do. Ridge Anthony says, who you talking to? I'm talking to whoever is listening. That's who I'm talking to. You know, the camera's in my face. The microphone is right here. I'm talking to you and whoever else is listening. Stay tuned or whatever. But yeah, so I wouldn't have to cheat if you were doing what you were supposed to do. I've heard that from many people. And I ain't gonna lie, the people that I've heard it from, I've checked them before. I've checked them like, yo, come on, man. Well, come on, sis. Come on, we not doing that. If they was doing what they were supposed to do, then you wouldn't have did what you did? Listen, man. We can easily talk about accountability, but we don't necessarily have to talk about accountability. We can just talk about right and wrong. We can do that. We can talk about what's right and what's wrong, what's the truth and what's a lie, what's just and what's unfair. We can do that all day. But when it really all comes down to it, you have to stand by the decisions that you make. You have to stand by the decisions that you make. So I'm not here to advocate for men or advocate for women. Shoot, I've done enough dirt in my life, but I've stood by the dirt that I've done. Now, some people might say, well, maybe you wasn't dirty enough. Perhaps you wasn't dirty enough. By the way, am I coming through loud and clear? Can y'all hear? Because I don't have no buttons and nothing on this shirt, and I don't really like to wear the microphone all the way up here. Oh, hold up. I can pull back a little bit, huh? I could wear it right here. I don't really want to, but let me know. Can y'all, if I'm coming through clear, let me know. What up, grown woman? Don't try. You say you hear me fine. I bet. Well, then, because I know I don't have to be right here on the mic in order for you to hear, but I just want to make sure that if it's down here, like it's not being muffled or nothing like that. So, you know what? Let me do this. All right. Good. Levels is good. A lot of people don't like to talk about accountability, and I'm not here to indict anybody. But when you talk crazy to me, you tell me about something that I already know about, and you trying to tell me in a different way than it really goes, then you're probably going to get a debate. You're probably going to get some questions asked. We're probably going to have a little back and forth on this thing. Like, come on, man. That's like somebody telling you that they went and got their license on a Sunday. Ain't no DMV open on no Sunday. It's not going to happen. There's no DMV open on no Sunday. So if they tell you that they went to go get their driver's license on a Sunday, they're lying. Now, they can get mad at you and huff and puff and be like, well, how you going to say I'm lying? You don't know what, I did what I had to do. You can't tell me that I'm lying. Like you coming at my neck. And you know how people divert your attention from the matter at hand to talk about what they want to talk about, to shift the conversation to an area, a place that makes them more comfortable, especially when they done some bullshit. Like, especially when they have lied or did something that they wasn't supposed to do, and they don't want to be held accountable for it. They don't want to stand trial for that. I get it. I more than get it. I over get it. There's a level of overstanding here. I totally understand. If I did some fuck shit, I wouldn't want to have to deal with it either. So when we talk about this whole, I wouldn't have to cheat if you was doing what you was supposed to do. If you've ever heard anybody say that and you ain't say nothing back to them, there can probably be two reasons for this. Now, there can be a bunch of reasons, but the two reasons that I'm going to go with are these. Either you didn't say nothing back to them because you a cheater too, and those are the reasons that you might have used, or because you didn't want to make them upset. So you might be the type of person that might let somebody openly lie to you, or you might be the type of person that knows somebody is lying, but you don't feel like you're the one that has to call them on it. And I get that. I do. I totally get it. Okay. Get this together. The phone lines are working today. So let me put the call-in number on here, and then I'm going to pin it, and we'll be on our way. Let me see. Do that like there. Do that like that there. Boom. Pin the message. And we good. So nobody will have to ask, well, what's the number? What's the number? We good. Everything's straight. Oh, I know one thing though. This device got a low battery. It's only like 23%. So if I'm going to be participating in the chat this way, I got to make sure that we get it right. Get that together. We're good. All right. So let's do this. Let me do this intro. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about I wouldn't have to cheat if he or she was doing what they were supposed to do. How does that sound to you? If they was doing what they were supposed to do, like, I mean, listen, man, I'm a man and I have needs. So if she cuts me off sexually, then, I mean, what you expect me to do? That's supposed to be my woman. That's supposed to be my lady. That's supposed to be my wife. And we supposed to have some babies. I ain't seen her undress since we last went to bed, but she won't even give me no head. So instead, I gotta go see a girl down the street, and that ain't somebody that I even wanted to meet. I let a lot of time go by. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I don't know why that I should ever have to suffer, but I know that I really had enough of living my life this way. Yo, I ain't gay, so I gotta do something else, because I want to play in the bush of a woman, and I want to push something up in her, but she won't really let me in her, and I don't know why. Well, I really do know why, because she caught me with another girl before. But come on, you know why? She wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. Won't cook, no clean, won't do nothing. I wouldn't have to cheat. I wouldn't have to cheat. If she kept the house clean, I wouldn't have to cheat. If she knew how to make a decent meatloaf, wouldn't have to cheat. If she gave me head more on a regular basis, I wouldn't have to cheat. If she was a little bit more freaky in bed, then I wouldn't have to cheat. If she act like she gave a shit sometimes, then I wouldn't have to cheat. If I could tell her something that's going on in my life without her accusing me of somebody else all the time, then I wouldn't have to cheat. If I could talk to my lady, talk to my baby, I wouldn't have to talk to nobody else like I'm crazy. Right? If she was doing what she was supposed to do, then I wouldn't have to cheat. But no. So she put me in a position where I had to cheat. Like, what would y'all do? What would you do? What would you do if your lady she not performing her womanly duties? She ain't showing no love. I don't even know if she really like me no more. So what would you do? So you would just put up with that? If you ain't touch your wife, if your wife wouldn't let you touch her sexually in 6 months, she lay in the bed every night, either butt naked or with something sexy and revealing. And if I go to touch her, she talking about she tired. She talking about no. She talking about she don't feel like it. She talking about wait. She talking about So she fronting on me, right? So what would you do? What would you do? I don't know what she doing out there. I don't know what she's doing out there. She must be doing something because she ain't doing nothing with me. So I had to. I wouldn't have to cheat if they was doing what they supposed to do. Excuse me. I wouldn't have to cheat if she was doing what she was supposed to do. But she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. I don't know what y'all expect me to do, but she wasn't doing what she's supposed to do. We were supposed to love each other, be with each other, take care of each other, always be there for each other. That's what was supposed to happen. So how she gonna get mad at me when she not providing no happiness for me? So I went with somebody who provided happiness for me instead of her. How you gonna be mad? You drove me to cheat on you. It's not even really cheating. People who go this route, they'll say things like that. And I wouldn't even really consider it to be cheating because it's not like I just went out there because I was thirsty and just trying to see somebody or get with something. I mean, I was lonely. It's rough being in the house with somebody and feeling like you by yourself. I was lonely. I wouldn't have to cheat if she was doing what she was supposed to do. I don't want to do this. So if you ask somebody like that the question, all right, so the person that you cheating with, because your wife or your girl or your man or whatever wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, if your wife or husband or girl or man, if they start doing what they supposed to do, would you stop messing around with the one that you with? The one that you've been messing around with because your woman wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. Would you leave them alone? Would you drop them like a hot potato? Because now your woman is doing what she's supposed to do. Or is it too late for her to do what she's supposed to do? Has her doing what she's supposed to do minutes expired? Ain't no re-up. Like, can I go back to I need to go to the T-Mobile doing what you supposed to do store and get some more. I got to get some more minutes. Remember how you used to have to fill up on minutes, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, when we still had minutes, when minutes was a thing, when unlimited wasn't a thing. Remember that? Yeah, I got to get some more minutes on my card. On some voice stream shit. Well, maybe you have to go get some more minutes, some more do the right thing minutes. I'm sorry, some more do what you supposed to do minutes. You need some do what you supposed to do minutes. You need to re-up. T. Carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people going directly into your site. What's going on? Thanks for coming on through. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, so we talking about I wouldn't have to cheat if he or she wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. But would you stop doing what you're doing with the other person if your person started doing what they were supposed to do? Would you straighten up? Would you fly right? Would you get your shit together? Would you not do what you are doing or do what you had to do? See, I look at this. This is premium cheating. And the reason I call it premium cheating is because they make it sound like they are only cheating. They only stepping out. They are only two-timing. That's a word you hear a whole lot. You two-timer, they are only doing these things because they've been forced into this situation. So you hear premium cheaters playing the victim. That's why they premium, because you might come to the conclusion that they're not even really cheating. That's why they have to be premium. A regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill cheater has to take some kind of accountability. You ain't trying to hear that bullshit that they talking about. Like, yo, you ain't have to do this, that, and the third. But a premium cheater, nah, man. If they was doing what they were supposed to do, I wouldn't be cheating. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. I handle my business. You know, ain't no bills late around here. I take care of home. That's another thing. Premium cheaters. Ain't nothing dirty, nasty, sinister, or deceptive about this. They was forced into this situation. They was forced into this situation where they had to take action. They was just looking for a little love, affection, TLC, some understanding, tender love and care. Tender love and care. I can't get it where? Not over here. Can't get it at the crib. Even that's where I live. She won't give me nothing that's really positive. So I had to go with Keisha around the block. I ain't even want to get with Keisha, but she can teach a nigga a whole lot of lessons and blessings. And she be making sure Johnny on the spot. And I got a lot of things in common with Keisha I never knew, but she be doing what she's supposed to do. Every time I go to Keisha crib, she got something for me to eat. She be treating me like I'm really a treat. And I take her, she got the bath water running. And at the end of the night, well, she had me coming. I'm coming and going. I keep the shit flowing. Sometimes I be wanting to spend the night, but I ain't right. And I know that if I don't come in till the next day, I'm a hear a whole lot she got to say. Premium cheating, baby. Premium cheating. Forced into this situation. They ain't want to be here. They ain't want to cheat. They don't want to do that. Only doing this, we doing this by necessity. You forced me into the arms of another woman. You forced me. I wasn't doing that before. You forced me. Like, go ahead. Go ahead. Listen. Go over here with her. Spend some time with her. I mean, shoot. I got other things that I got to do. I'm working overtime. I'm dealing with the kids. I'm taking care of my family. You know, like I want to go shopping. Go ahead. Forcing you into the arms of another woman. Come back when you feel better. Premium cheating, baby. Premium. This is not the run of the mill. This is not. This ain't your granddaddy's cheating. Oh, but like I said, with the premium cheating thing, with the whole force you into the arms of another man or woman thing, with the whole I wouldn't be cheating if you're doing what you're supposed to do. All of those make it sound like you're not even really cheating. You're not even really cheating. See, cheaters are just thirsty. They just greedy. They just, they don't want to do the right thing. Troy Andre, what's good? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Yeah. They forced. If you leave food out, I don't care how well you got your dog trained. If you leave raw meat out in the middle of the floor and you leave the house, your dog unattended, you can't be mad at the dog when the dog eats the meat. First of all, it was raw meat. It had to be for him. You are a human being. You don't eat no raw meat. He eat raw meat. The cat eat raw meat. Rats eat the raw meat. You can't eat that shit. That ain't for you. That must have been for me. You put it on the floor. When did I ever see you eat off the floor? You don't eat off the floor. I eat off the floor. So that raw meat had to be for me. You know me, the dog. Woof, 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 woof. Yeah. Yeah, you leave a slab of raw meat out on the floor with your dog and you leave him or her by herself or himself, he's gonna eat the meat. Troy Andre said it's going to eat. That's right. So it makes sense that if you don't treat your man right or your woman right, that they're going to fall into the arms of somebody else that's trying to treat them right. Somebody that'll listen to them. Somebody that'll be there for them. Somebody that will provide for them. Somebody that'll hold them tight in the middle of the night and tell them that everything is going to be all right. Somebody that treat them good like they should and that do all the things that you never ever would. The kind of person that always coming through and doing what they actually said they would do. And that's not you. You leaving them to their own devices. Now you get advice that will say that they was wrong, but you left them by themselves for days long. One day, Tuesday, Wednesday, weekends. That shit is whack. And yo, I'm just speaking to the people that ain't stepping up to the plate. Now they got with somebody else, and now you want to hate and tell them that you want to divorce and break up, of course, and you want to split up the kids, and then you did not do what you were supposed to, but now you all mad, yo, boo-hoo-hoo. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? You come through with the excuses. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. Troy says, don't set yourself up for failure, then complain when you don't succeed. Ooh, good shit right there. He also says, how are you? Grown woman, don't try me. May I call you grown woman for sure? She'll probably let you call her GW. She know that name long. That'd be like me saying, no, you can't call me son. You gotta call me son 752. No. Don't say my name without the 752, or I'm not responding. I'm not listening. You're being disrespectful right now. But yeah, man. Yo, it's a crazy thing. I thought about this show. Yesterday. I was like, yeah, I hear people saying this shit. Either they forced me into the arms of another woman or man, or I wouldn't have to cheat if you was. I wouldn't have to cheat. See, that's the thing. Not I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to cheat. Like, there's no other options out here, dog. I'm struggling out here. I'm just trying to make it. I wouldn't have to cheat if you was doing what you supposed to do. You understand what I'm talking about? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And, young people out here, everything and everybody is bro, even the women. Come on, bro. I wouldn't be out here cheating if you was doing what you supposed to do out here, bro. Yo, your bro name is Kim? Yeah. I mean, I just say bro. I mean, that's my girl. Come on, bro. I wouldn't be out here cheating on you, bro. I wouldn't have to cheat, bro, if you was doing what you was supposed to do, bro. Yo, bro. I don't even love her, bro. I don't love her, bro. I love you, bro. Bro. Amy. Your bro, Amy. Amy is your bro? Yeah, I mean, it's just a figure of speech, bro. I love you, bro. I only had sex with her. I love you, bro. Bro. These niggas actually be calling me girl, bro. Yeah. Smash your head on the glass, baby. Smash your head on the glass. Troy Andre says, my cousin went off last night blaming other people for his actions. I told him he controls his actions, not anyone else. Dude, he cussed his grandpa out like, wow, take responsibility for your actions. Man, listen, man. One thing that people hate to do more than anything else is own up to the shit that they've done when they know they dead wrong. When they know they dead wrong. Now it's all about you understanding them. It's not about what they did, because they already know they wrong about that. Now it's about you're not understanding. You're not listening to me. I don't feel like I'm heard. I don't feel like I'm heard. You know, that's the woman excuse. I don't really hear too many men say, I don't feel like I'm heard. I mean, a man might say something like, you don't do nothing the fuck I tell you to do. Or you don't do nothing I ask you to do. I only ask you to do one motherfucking thing. And you can't even do that. Females be like, I don't feel like I'm heard. I didn't feel heard. He paid your bills. I didn't feel like I was heard. He paid your kids' tuition. I don't feel like I was heard. He took care of Christmas, birthday. I don't feel like I was heard. He made sure that the house was paid off, cars paid off, plenty of money in your pocket to go shopping. I didn't feel like I was heard. I didn't feel heard. I didn't feel heard. I mean, it's a real thing. I'm just gonna call it a thing. It is a real thing to not be heard. But does it pass the litmus test, the smell test? Grown women talking about some, oh, so you woman bashing? Man, yeah, I'm bashing them. Bash the men too. Now look, you got caught with Rhonda. Got caught with Rhonda in the Honda. Rhonda was all up in your Honda. And you wasn't giving it, it wasn't because you was giving her a ride. You gave her a ride, all right. She gave you one too. Back seat action, front seat action, got the bench seat. Skeet. Yo, baby, you on the way. What you going to do today? Shit is getting kind of cray. Oh, shit. Hey. Troy Andre says, but it's different when you're wrong. If your pop stinks, if your poop stinks, better get some air freshener. It sounds like the way to go to me. But like I said, you never hear anybody defend themselves more than somebody who has really done this shit. When somebody is really guilty, it's like you ever back a cat into a corner? I don't care if that cat is a kitten. I don't care if it's a full-grown house cat. What you don't want to do is back a cat into a corner. You might beat the cat, but that cat is going to fight the shit out of you. That's the same thing you're dealing with when you're dealing with somebody who knows that they're wrong, but want to prove to you that they are wrong for the right reasons, not wrong for the wrong reasons. Because if they can convince you that they're right for the wrong, if they can convince you that they're right for the right reasons, then you can't even say that they're all the way wrong. Like they made a mistake or they didn't do the right thing. They went about it wrong. Oh, here, I like this one. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. What you did was okay. What you said wasn't okay. Christopher Jackson says, are you saying karma or are you saying Kamala? Are you saying karma or are you saying Kamala? Because that's not how you spell either one. Yeah, you going down a rabbit hole. I'm well, you saying Harris, but that's not the way you spell it. So you saying if you back Kamala Harris into a corner, she's gonna fight her way out? But I don't know if she's been backed into a corner, but I know she's fighting like hell. And it looks to me like she gonna win. Yo, I think I think Christopher was trying to confuse us. Because you ain't gonna tell me you can't spell Kamala. You ain't gonna tell me that shit. You ain't gonna tell me that. All right, so Shane McGowan, greetings from Switzerland. What up, Mr. McGowan? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Shout out to Switzerland. But yeah, no, it's funny because he kind of brought up Kamala Harris, backing her into a corner. Shit, you ain't even got to back her into a corner. I'm convinced after last night, I'm convinced Donald Trump don't want to be president. I'm convinced. He is trying to throw this thing. Did you see what this motherfucker did last night? Did y'all see or hear about what he did last night? Did you? This motherfucker took a microphone because he was complaining about the microphone. And he started doing this to the microphone. Real shit, no bullshit. He started simulating sucking a dick with the microphone like Jill Scott did some years back. You gotta see the video. It's all over social media. It's all over YouTube. They can't like all them GOP cats that normally defend him, they don't even know what to say. Like, yo, why would a man forget about wanting to be the president? Why would a man simulate giving a blowjob on a microphone? You gotta see it. Nah, Chris, I'm not so sure if Kamala Harris is better. I'm not so sure. The way that y'all can defend this man, like he's making sure that he gets out of the way of y'all defenses. Like he's gonna make. So now it's not appropriate or safe to take your children to a Trump rally. Let that sink in. Forget about what you might hear at a Trump rally as far as being divisive, as far as being dangerous, as far as being, just, speaking violent rhetoric. Now the motherfucker is simulating giving a blowjob at his rallies. So if you take little Stephanie or Johnny to a Trump rally, you might have to cover their eyes. Despicable. He's way beyond that. He's way beyond that. Christopher says, personal experience. I worked in San Francisco while she was there. I guarantee she is better. You don't have no personal experience. She ain't suck yours. So how personal is it? Because I can best believe, I guarantee you 100%. And I don't normally guarantee too many things 100%. But I 100% guarantee you that if she sucked your dick, you wouldn't be on this show in the comments. You would be quite famous right now. Because I'm sure Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, there would be a news outlet for you. Like, yo, she didn't just go for the high power cat. Kamala was giving mad head. So I don't care if you lived in San Francisco or in Toronto. I think she lived in Canada. I think it was Toronto that she lived for a while. Whatever. I don't care where you live. She ain't fuck with you. So you don't have personal experience. But, good try. Good try. Good try. But if you're going to stand by a man that simulates getting a blowjob on stage while he's trying to win the president of the United States, then God bless you. God bless both of y'all, because y'all going to lose. Y'all getting that. It's going to be a shellacking on Tuesday. I was kind of worried because the race is close. Fuck out of here. Trump don't have no new voters. That's a fact. He did absolutely nothing to gain any new voters. So it's going to be the same MAGA cats. It's going to be the same MAGA shit. Good luck with that. All right, Troy says, man, it was never safe for kids at his rallies. His supporters, some of them are too hardcore. Some of them, shit. Some of them, shit. Christopher says, over 10 times. No cameras were rolling, unfortunately. How convenient. No cameras were rolling. I sit down while she's beautiful. Oh, yeah? Yeah. No cameras. How about it just didn't happen? But something tells me this is not the cat. This is not the kind of cat that I need to waste a whole lot of time with. So you're going to force me to get back on topic. I would normally allow to be strayed off for a little while, but your shit's so weak. I'm like, nah, you don't deserve no mic. You don't deserve no microphone time. No microphone time for the dude. Yeah, well, you say it's pre cell phone days. Yeah, well, these are the cell phone days. And you see that little number down there? You can call this number. So if you really real, call the number. Call the number. Let's talk it out. Because I'll be able to hear if you really real. Call the number. Very convenient. Don't worry about being on camera. You know what I mean? You're not going to be on camera. Strictly audio. Call the number 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199. I will get you on the line immediately. Now, so this, by the way, this is how I separate the men from the boys. Because, you know, motherfuckers will come in here and say any kind of shit. So let's go. Call the number. That's funny. I don't see a number up there yet. I don't see anybody. Where's the caller? Where's the caller? What up, Demon Z? What's good? What's good? And Omar says, bro, where were you last night? I was here last night. Definitely. But we started at 1 instead of 2. See, on Fridays, man, I be trying to get out of it. I work late on I work during the week and I get off late. But on Fridays, I get off a little earlier. So I started the show at 1. But we were on till 3. You must have came like after 3, thinking that we wasn't going to be done till 4. My man, I'm sorry, my dude. Sorry, you know what I mean? My bad. Yeah, Chris. You see that shit? Look at that coward shit. Nah, watching. Not 9. What is 9 watching? Not worth my time. You can't even spell. She wouldn't. Imagine her blowing you. You too dumb for her to blow. Like she's trying to make it to the top. If she blew anybody, she blew somebody with influence. Plus, she a cutie. Shoot. If you want to lie about somebody, I can understand you were lying about that. Shit, Kamala Harris is a cutie. Ain't no one thing nobody is trying to say is like, yo, she ain't none of that. Yo, yes, she is. For 60 years old, she is A+ premium. She's the best. She's about the best you can get. Not to have like a banging body. She's a pretty motherfucker. Yeah. So I understand. I totally did. Yeah. Oh, you came a little late. You must have came between 3 and 4. Yeah, we was done at 3. Flip Cimbalo. Fake ass 50 Cent looking motherfucker. Yeah, fake ass 50 Cent. Yeah, I'm so fake as I'm such a fake 50 Cent. I'm a whole dollar. 100%, 100 pennies. You how did you say how can I describe this Cimbala? What is wait a minute. Wait, where'd he go? Did we get him out of here? I should have let him live. Oh no, here you go. Yes. Flip Cimbala. You are, how did you say, un pussy? Yes, you are un pussy. You're the bitch nigga. Yes, that is you, Cimbala. Flip Cimbala. You are un pussy. Yes. If I'm a fake 50 cents, then you are a bitch. But you are authentic. You are a real bitch. All right, it's all good. We was talking about. Omar says, who you voting for? I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Proudly. Get this bitch orange ass motherfucker up out of here. He gotta go. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. This motherfucker is on stage last night, simulating giving a blowjob to a microphone. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Chris, you are irrelevant. You've been neutralized, dog. Once I tell you to call in and speak your truth, and you bitch, your credibility is sub-zero. Dog. You are nothing. I mean, for real. We are wasting your time. No, I got the time. I'm going to be on here for another hour. Matter of fact, another hour and some change. You can hang around. You can go. It doesn't really matter. You've already been proven to be a pussy. You said, for those of you who are just coming in, this dude, Christopher Jackson, claims that Kamala Harris used to blow him. That's what he said. If you go up on the comments a little bit more, you'll see it. He claims that Kamala Harris used to go down on him. He said over 10 times before cell phones were out. That's what he said. I told him, oh yeah, that's interesting. I'd like to know more. I told him to call in. See that number down there, 319-527-6199. He can call that number and speak his truth. He said, nah, I don't want to do that. I know why you don't want to do that. It's a lot easier to be a keyboard gangster and a keyboard prophet. When you got to get on that phone, when people get to hear your voice and they get to challenge you in real time, they ain't got to wait for you to finish writing. They don't have to finish for you to, they don't have to wait to finish for you to finish calculating what you should write versus what they wrote. It's a whole different story. When people get to hear your voice, they get to hear your inflection. They get to tell if you sound like you're telling the truth or not. It's a whole different world on this side. It's a whole different world. I know I make it look easy. I make it look like all you got to do is just like get in front of the camera and just yet. It takes years of practice. It's not easy to get good at this. It's not easy to get comfortable at this shit. It ain't easy to grab a tambourine and start It ain't easy to start busting a rhyme like right on time. Do that shit and don't worry about it, slime. It ain't easy to come at the neck. If you ever try to come in my chat and try to disrespect, I got a tech 9, I got a tech 11. We going to do this shit. My name is 7752. That's God, power, and wisdom. Can't nobody get it with this shit. And I smoke the ism. No, I don't smoke the ism. Don't drink, don't pop pills. Don't do none of that shit. Ain't sniffing, and I never will. Because my skill will speak for itself. I'm always down with the physical and mental health, the wealth that I was generated is generational. Do this shit, and it's always inspirational. When people hear me, they be like, I could do that too. But they can't really do the kind of shit that I do. And I mean, I'm not even done. We're going to have some fun. I'm about to grab my drums and get on the one. So let's do it. Motherfuckers get me motivated to do some shit. I'm about to make another hit. Yo, we can come into my chat and all of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Yo, stand back. Yeah, I make it look easy, but it's not easy. So when I see y'all bitch ass motherfuckers come through here and try to take the microphone out of my hand or try to make the camera turn back on you, you don't understand. It's not that easy to do. But I gave you a chance. You could have got up here and really did your shit. That was some fake ass 50 Cent. You dumb motherfucker. I'm older than 50 Cent. 50 Cent would have to be my young boy. I've been rocking chains way before 50 Cent ever. You want to see some of my old shit? No, fuck you. But love is love, though. Christopher J. You talking about some why do you need my validation? You brought it up. Nobody asked you. You validated yourself. See? And that's the reason people don't want to talk. That's what you see what you're doing? You just proved that what I was saying was right. That's why you would not call in. You brought it up. Nobody said, I wonder if anybody has ever has ever gotten a blowjob by Kamala Harris in here. Nobody asked you that shit. Nobody was even talking about her. How did it come up? Let me go back in the chat and show y'all how it came up. Hold on. Hold on. This is how it went. Wait a minute. Every time y'all comment, the chat moves again. Okay. This is what happened. This dickhead came in spelling Kamala Harris wrong. He wrote that we didn't know if he was trying to say Kamala or Karma. We didn't know. We didn't know what he was trying to write because he can't spell. He's dumb. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you're dumb because you can't spell, but when you take it a bit farther and you spell the shit, you first of all, you put her in a conversation that nobody was talking about. Then he goes farther to put the light on himself more. Straight troll shit. Like, yeah, she does it better. When I asked everybody, did they see? I asked everybody, did they see Joe Biden? Did they see Donald Trump last night at his rally simulating giving a blowjob with the mic? This motherfucker took the microphone last night. Go look at it on YouTube now. It's all over social media. He was having mic issues. He's always talking about a microphone messed up and all that kind of stuff. This motherfucker took the mic and was like simulating giving a blowjob. This nigga want to be the president of the United States? What? Like, come on, son. Two questions. Omar, two questions. Two questions I asked. What is your opinion on the continuation of the genocide in Gaza? I stand with Palestine. And what do you think of her policies that locked up black people for weed? Thanks. This is the policy. These are my feelings on who she locked up back in the day for smoking weed. Weed was illegal. So in Philly, if we was out in public smoking weed, guess what happened? We got locked up. When weed wasn't illegal anymore, we didn't get locked up. Now we can smoke on the corner and not get locked up. Now we have dispensaries, so we don't get locked up. Now since the government is profiting off of weed sales, now everybody looks at weed. Look, it's medicinal. It cures things. It's good for my anxiety. When she was locking motherfuckers up for weed, it's because they were breaking the law. And it wasn't just black people. Like, she ain't lock up no white people for smoking weed. And guess what? She locked up some other black people for some other shit too. You know, theft, murder, assault, shit like that. She locked up a hell of, I mean, come on, we talking about California. We talking about San Francisco, the Bay Area. Ain't no white people up there that commit no crimes? Ever heard of Hell's Angels? Hell's Angels, pagans, people like that. I believe California is Hell's Angels territory. So that's how I feel about the people that she locked up in back in the day for weed. She was supposed to. You know what our problem is? Niggas. You know what niggas' problem is? We hate black people who do the shit the right way. We love drug dealers. We love drug addicts. We like hoes. We like pimps. We like anybody who gets over on the system. But a motherfucker that does things the right way, you know, goes to school, gets through it, graduates, works in the system to fight the bad guys. We don't want that shit. Like, we don't mind you fighting crime, but as long as they not black. Like, this shit is amazing to me. Y'all mad at this woman because she did her job as a prosecutor. Do you know what a prosecutor's job is? Come on, man. I'll tell you what, it ain't to let motherfuckers who did a crime go. She wasn't a defense attorney. She was a prosecutor. So yeah, anybody smoking weed, sniffing coke, selling drugs, y'all all, when they came against her, they got locked the fuck up. And she was good at her job. Real good at it. Did she do everything right? Fuck no. Does anybody in the legal system do anything right? Fuck no. But why we not bitching at everybody? Why we not? So she gets all of the heat for she won awards for her performance as a prosecutor, and she was an elected official. So she got elected to be a prosecutor. The people elected her, and then she went on to become a senator, when she got elected to the Senate in California. See, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different when you start putting things into their proper perspective. But it's the truth. One thing I hate about my niggas, one thing I hate about black people is that we always want to come at each other's neck when we trying to do the right thing. But let Junie and Skeet come home from prison after doing 15 years because they was pushing weight. Whether they coming home from the feds or whether they coming home from state prison because they banged somebody over real estate. Yeah, well, I was in the game, I was in the streets, and they was trying to get at me, so I had to get at them first. Yo, man, but I'm glad you you made it through, man. You was in the belly of the beast, and you made it home, man. Welcome home. So what you gonna do now? Man, I'm trying to straighten my life up. While I was down, my mom died, my grandmother passed, and my kids got older. So I'm just trying to stay right because I ain't trying to go back. That's our success story. Our success stories are often the street cats who trying to change their life around. It don't be the ones who never fucked up their lives. Those are the ones we want to call nerds. Those are the ones we want to call bougie. Those are the ones we want to blame for everything. Come on, man. We're not doing that. Not over here. Fuck you talking about? Merc Pharaoh? What are you talking about? Moore says, and I agree with you on her policies for weed. She was an attorney. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, what is she supposed to do? I'm like, we want everything our way. When we hardly are ever used to getting our way, but we want everything our way. Just like, oh my God. We're about to get right back on the topic in a minute. I just want to say this. Just like black people wanted to mimic Donald Trump for saying that she wasn't black. Now, anybody who grew up black in the hood knows that anybody can be black in the hood. From the high yellow to the red bones to the mixed with Hispanic to the blackity black or the, you know what I mean? I don't know. All I know is they light skinned with good hair. Everybody got to be black. Everybody. If you was brown, you was black in the hood. That's how we grew up. You ain't see nobody out there auditing nobody. Ever. Ain't nobody like, yeah, your mom is white, but you black. Your mom was white, and your dad was black, you was black. Your dad was white, and your mom was black, you was black. That's how we all grew up. Now, all of a sudden, now we want to get stingy with our blackness. We want to get stingy with the shit. Oh, I don't know, she black. She never said she was black. I was like, oh, she never said she was black? Well, how the fuck did she go to Howard? How the fuck did she join the AKAs if she never said that she was black? So she got to say it the way y'all wanted to say it when y'all want her to say it. That's what she got to do? Oh, really? So why ain't she saying that she's going to script some policies or put forth some policies strictly for black people? You mean like nobody else did? Oh yeah, Trump did. He had policies just for black people. I said, yeah. Which one? Name them. Well, look at all those things he did for HBCUs. No, he got that from Obama. That was already signed. All he did was re-sign it. He ain't make that shit up. What you talking about? Remember Obama, the one y'all said didn't do nothing for black people? And by the way, just to be fair, HBCUs ain't only for black people. It's historically black colleges and universities, not exclusively black colleges and universities. So guess what? White people, Hispanics, and anybody else can get grants to go to an HBCU, and it'll be cheaper for them to go there than to go to their white state schools. That's the way that works. So you can do whatever you want to for HBCUs. That is not a black thing. And guess what else? And I know this is going to surprise a lot of y'all. I know that this is going to shock everybody. Not everybody goes to a fucking black college. Not all black people go to college. Did you know that? I know y'all thought like, you know, one thing about black people, soon as they finish high school, they go right to college. That's our stereotype, right? You see how dumb I just sounded, right? So yeah, HBCUs is not a black policy. Then you got the niggas who want to say, yeah, but look how many black people he pardoned. He let a bunch of black people out of jail. They want to talk about the incarceration system. And you know what? That concerns me more than anything else in this shit. You know why? Because it's insinuating that all black people care about prison. Like all black people have gone to prison. I've never been to prison, and I don't plan to go. And guess what? None of my brothers have been to prison, sisters. I got some cousins who've gone. Yeah, I do. But guess the majority of the people that I know, my friends and stuff, they are not in the streets. They have not seen a prison cell. A lot of my friends have never been arrested. I've been arrested a few times, but I ain't done no time. I had some DUIs. I got drive crimes. But so when people bring up jail, prison, and all that kind of shit, that shit, it makes me feel bad. It really does. It makes me feel bad because I'm like, prison reform? That's the black issue you want to take care of? So fuck them black kids that are in school trying to do the right thing, trying to educate themselves, trying to learn something so they can be productive in the community. We're going to go for prison reform. So these motherfuckers who are not coming home, or the ones who won't be coming home until 2050, can come home in 2040. Man, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. So with that being said, Christopher Jackson says it's just weird men wearing makeup. You mean Donald Trump? Look, look. Now Chris hating. He says only 9 people are watching. Oh. Well, check the numbers at the end of the show. You'll see different. You know what I mean? Like, give it a couple of hours, and you'll see. B Funk says another Harris voter. Yeah, I'm proudly voting for Kamala Harris. And guess what? Guess what? This is gonna really fuck you up. Guess what? I'm only voting for her because she's black. You know why? Because they said I couldn't do that. I'm like, yes, I can. Like, I don't even care about the issues no more. I'm only voting for her because she's black. You know why? Because they said, no, you shouldn't only vote for nobody because they black. No, fuck you. Y'all been voting for y'all candidates just because they white for centuries. So I'm only voting for Kamala Harris because she's black. I don't even care if she does the right thing. Past, present, or future. Fuck that. Just because she's black. I'm on some rebel shit. I work at my black job. I do my black job, and I'm going to cast my black vote. I work at my black job, and I'm going to cast my black vote. Yeah, so what we were talking about today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show was, and still is, I wouldn't have to cheat if he or she was doing what they were supposed to do. I wouldn't have to cheat if they was doing what they were supposed to do. So we were talking about, and we are talking about, people who make excuses for stepping out on their partner. Now, you know, like, I wouldn't cheat if you know, if she would cook, if she would clean, if she would perform her wifely duties. Troy Andre says, don't forget to shop at your black store. That's right. Black business all day, baby. I've been doing that for years. Yeah, that's a black business. Well, I'm going in and buy something just because they black. I'll be back again. I'll do it again. Do it again. Only because they said I shouldn't do that. You know, like when it's our time to shine, now everybody's a super liberal. Like, no, you don't know, not just because she's black. You know, that's not a good reason. But when the white man is running, it doesn't matter whether they're white, black, or whatever. You know, you should vote for them because it's the right thing to do. Nah, son. Nah. Nah, we're going to get back to the original topic. Like, yeah, she's not performing her wifely duties. You know, she's not, you know, she don't cook. She don't clean. She don't, you know, she ain't got no freak in her. She won't let me touch her. No loving. No nothing. No loving. No nothing. No loving. No nothing. Hold on. No loving. No touching. I gotta do something. I love my baby, but she is kind of lazy. She don't be doing the right thing. I need to be treated like a king. I had to do what I had to do, so I had to go get Keisha a screw. I said, I tightened Keisha up, and she blew me, took me down. I said, yup. I don't want to talk baby bad, but she be at the crib and she be making me kind of mad, hella sad, hella like a second class citizen. So I went around like Keisha's house, and Keisha is the ultimate side joint and shit be on. Keisha, I love you. I really do. I said, Keisha, I love you. Yes, I really do. But I wouldn't have to kick it with Keisha if Tanya would just act right. My baby is big, but Tanya throw me into the arms of the Keisha. Come on, Tanya, yo, give me a little loving and I leave Keisha alone for real. I'm not bugging. L-O-V-I-N. I love my baby and my baby loves me back. I said, don't drive me into the arms of another woman. Yeah. That's what we talking about. Is that what we doing? Earlier in the show, I was calling them premium cheaters. Premium cheaters. And I say they premium cheaters because they can make you believe that they are cheating for a reason that's bigger than themselves. Like, I would be totally faithful if she would only do the right thing. If he would only do the right thing. Women, y'all ain't getting out of this. Yeah, I cheated with the other dude, but that's only because my husband he not taking care of home. If he took care of home, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But he's not taking care of home. He's not taking care of home. He's like, bills be late. We barely keeping our head above water. He's never home. So I started to get lonely. And the guy at my job, the old head at my job, he offered to help me out. I was a little low on cash, and he and I started to love him. I couldn't help it. I said I started to love him. I couldn't help it. I said I started to love him. I couldn't help it. And now I'm all in, like Paul in. I started to love him. He treats me so good. He listens to me and I feel understood. He always comes through with a couple of dollars. And when we're in the bedroom, he makes me holler. And he actually makes me get quiet, because when I start to come, I'll be like, sometimes I get confused, but he makes me feel like a winner and I can't lose. Now I don't want to be cheating upon my hubby, but my hubby acts like he don't really love me, and I just need a little bit of attention and a little money so I can get me some extensions. Yeah, extensions is what we used to call weed back in the day, and you won't hear nobody in these modern days say that, but I know that it's still true. I had to cheat on my boo. But if my boo starts treating me right, I'ma leave that girl alone, right? Well, actually, I can't leave her alone because she's pregnant. 8 months. My shit is sewn. Oh my God. What am I going to do? I was just trying to get my dick wet, but now you are telling me I got a baby on the way, so now I gotta make a move and find somewhere else to stay. Can we get together, be together for a real long time? Well, I say this rhyme this time I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna make sure I heat up like a sweater and make you wetter. I get it. Yes, I get it all, but I'm trying to just do this thing and stand 10 toes tall. All right, y'all. I wouldn't have to cheat if they was doing the right thing. No tramposa en mi, what's the, damn, the Spanish word for girlfriend or boyfriend, well, for husband or wife is esposa or esposo. Mi novia. Mi novia. No tramposa en mi novia. No tramposa. That means no cheating. No cheating on your girl. No tramposa en mi novia. No tramposo. No necesito tramposa en mi novia. All right, anyway. I know Troy. I mean, that motherfucker, he's staying here all this time just to hate. You know this motherfucker thing. You better watch out for this cat. Watch out for this cat, Troy. This dude might be, you know, you never know who's behind these avatars. Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this bitch ass nigga. Let me see. Because he might be a girl. I mean, judging by his actions, he might be a girl. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Oh, he's been on YouTube for a long time. So I guess he just goes around trolling. He has no profile picture. And the picture that he has on here looks like, I'm not sure what it is. It kind of looks like a speaker or like a woofer or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, he has 12 years of straight trolling on this platform. You said you love laughing at fools. Yeah, you hanging around. You're actually good for my algorithm. Hang out. That's why I'm not. Listen, this is what you need to know. And I forgot to tell you this when I invited you to call in and you got scared. This is a totally interactive show. We don't do censorship at this show. I'm not going to tell you that you can't say what you want to say. My skin is thick enough for me to be able to rock out even if you're not in love with this platform. That's okay. I welcome discourse. It's all good. Dirtbag Dustin says, do you know that urban is just a code word for the N-word? It is when they use it. It is when some people use it, but it's not over here. Because trust me, if I wanted to use the N-word, I would use the N-word. Matter of fact, I don't even feel comfortable saying words like N-word. If I wanted to say nigga, I'd say nigga. If I wanted to say nigger, I'd say nigger. So no, urban is not a code word for the N-word around here. No. But I actually appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. So Troy, don't. He probably already subscribed to the channel. As a matter of fact, let me see. I had 3,997 subscribers when I started this show. So, no, he didn't subscribe because it's the same number. It's the same number. It's the same number. It's the same number. So we all right. We good. But yeah. So when you hear somebody say that I wouldn't have to cheat if they was doing what they were supposed to do. If you accept that excuse from somebody, then any other excuses that they come through with, you better just prepare yourself to accommodate those too. You know, like saying that you wouldn't have to cheat, because those two words right there. Have to. I wouldn't have to cheat. Like somebody is cattle prodding you, like you're going to cheat today. Like hold on. You are cheating today. Go cheat. You're not going to stay monogamous today. cheat. Yeah, I wouldn't have to cheat if they was doing what they were supposed to do. If they was doing what they were supposed to do, I wouldn't have to cheat. Wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to. So, what up, Access to Rome? Let me make sure everybody gets shouted out. Satan, or is it Satan? I don't like to pronounce people's names wrong. Okay, we good. But yeah, I wouldn't have to cheat, as if all of your options to stay monogamous were exhausted. All of your options to stay monogamous were exhausted. Look at this dumbass. He ain't from around here. He says, same numbers. Stagnation has followed you all through your life. No surprise at all. No, this time last year, I didn't even have 2,000. I didn't have 2,000 subscribers. So we've pushed, we've made some progress. And we'll make more. But one thing is for sure. I can only work with what I have. I can't work with what I don't have. And you know one thing that I have? I got you right here, helping those numbers grow. Thanks, Chris. I may not have 1 million subscribers, but I got one little hater that will help to grow this movement, to help this channel blossom and flourish. And his name is Christopher Jackson. Now, Mr. Jackson can't spell very well or write a complete sentence very well, but it don't matter. What up, hello world? Hello world says, so we out here just taking turns. What we doing? What we doing? What we going? What we doing? What we got? What we got? What we got? But yeah, I wouldn't have to cheat. I wouldn't have to. Those two words, have to cheat. Those are the two words that should make you have to do an investigation. I wouldn't have to cheat if they wasn't blah, 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 blah. Like, yep, you got to cheat. But let me ask y'all this. And just be real for a second. Not saying that y'all not real. Even Christopher is real. I mean, he might be real stupid, might be a real dickhead, but he is real. Oh, somebody says gay. That might be you. A lot of y'all niggas who come through here trolling me, I know it's because y'all attracted to me. I know it. Because why would you come at something ain't right. Something ain't right. A lot of y'all got secret fantasies. I mean, it could never be me, but you know how they say that a lot of times when people talking, they are either projecting, like sometimes people will diss you for what's really going on with them. So they'll try to call you gay because they're uncomfortable with their feelings of being gay. So I get it. Projecting. That's your projection. Well, listen, man, let me just tell you this. Because I want to help. I mean, I used to be real hard on gay cats. But I'm gonna just tell you like this. Be your best self. And if you are gay, this is the best time in the world to be gay. You got the LGBTQ. You can make it in Hollywood or in any branch of show business. You don't even have to hide your identity anymore or your status. You can be who you want to be. So, yo, somebody, be the somebody that you were born to be. You wrote gay, you're probably gay. So now you can be free. You don't have to live your life this way all in the closet like that. You ain't gotta do that shit. Varshay McDonald says, and what up, Varshay? What's good? She says, some people just don't value commitment or the vow they made to God. Well, what if you haven't made that vow to God? You know, because this doesn't necessarily have to be in a marriage or a spousal situation. This could be, you know, you just cheating on your girl or cheating on your man. Y'all not married yet. So you haven't made a promise to God. You haven't stood before a congregation or before all of the people that you invited to your wedding, or even the justice of the peace, the priest, the preacher, the pastor, or anybody. You haven't made that contractual commitment. But what you did do was say, listen, I promise to love you. You promise to love me, and we're going to do whatever is necessary for us to be together and to ride this thing out. So that's still a commitment nonetheless. But my thing is, when you step outside of that commitment and then blame the person that you stepped outside of the commitment on for making you break that commitment or violate that commitment, that's what I have a problem with. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater. Stand up, be a man. Rock out, do you. Do you. It's a free country. At the end of the day, it is your body and your choice. It is. It's your body and your choice. But when you start trying to make it seem like you really the good guy, we dipped out there for a minute. When you start trying to make yourself look like the good guy, when you're actually the person who violated, that's where we run into problems. That's where we get into trouble, because that's when you put yourself right there on the radar and put yourself in a position to be judged. Hello World says options are available to cheat, but desire drives you to cheat. The intention is to pursue your desire, but the opportunity to say you're driven to cheat is selfish. I mean, cheating is selfish anyway. It really is. It's a selfish act. But if you are too cowardly to say that you're selfish, you know, because, you know, the way it is out here, you know, you're never supposed to be selfish. You're always supposed to be selfless. You always keep it 100. You keep it 100 with me. I'm always keeping 100 with you. I'm going to keep it $1 for you, man. I'm going to keep it a stack for you. But in practice, you go for self. It's not against the law to go for self. It's not even all that wrong to go for self. In all honesty, anytime you enter a relationship, you are being selfish. And the reason why I say that you're being selfish when you enter into a relationship is because you're not getting into a relationship to make somebody else happy. Not initially. Initially, you're getting into a relationship to make yourself help. I'm happy. To satisfy yourself. You're looking for love. You're looking for a place to be comfortable. You're looking for what do you say? That you're looking for something to secure your future, but you're looking for satisfaction. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, when somebody treats you well and they show you love and they make you feel good, so now you are satisfied, more than likely you're going to try to reciprocate. You're going to try to make them make them happy. You're going to try to make them feel good. You're going to try to satisfy them. But initially you did it for you. That's why you didn't just take anybody. You made sure that whoever you hooked up with was somebody that you were attracted to, somebody that you really like talking to, somebody that you felt like fit your bill of what could be satisfactory. So they were probably somebody that were good looking, somebody that you could relate to, talk to, hang out with, not be tired of. Yeah, it was selfish. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. But when you take it to a different level of being selfish, when you try to say that the person that you vetted, the person that you checked out, the person that you decided that you wanted to kick it with, the person that you said, look, this is me and you. This is you and I. Me and you and I. You and I will be together till the 6 is 9. That's right. Now you want to back out on that promise. You want to back out on that commitment. And if that's what you do, that's what you do. Just own up to it. Like, yeah, I had a good situation at home and everything was all right, but I just wanted a little bit more. I got a little curious. The girl at the job had a fat old ass. Girl at the job had a fat old ass. She had a fat old ass and some big titties. And I was wondering what it'd be like if she got with me. And she was giving me a little bit of rhythm. So I said, oh my God, my shit is hard. So it was me and her, and we was getting a little juice on. Yeah, I said the caboose wrong. Yo, that booty was big. It wasn't no DBL. No, hold up. BBL. BBL, right? I see we have a call on the line. I bet you I don't know who this caller is, but I know who this caller isn't. So let me warn y'all before we take the call. I want to warn y'all. Sometimes we have people who call in just to troll, just to yell, they might play some stupid shit in the background, try to tell a joke, change their voice, or try to use a fake accent and all of that. And I'm not saying that this is what this caller is going to do, but we have to prepare ourselves for these kind of things because it happens. With that being said, and with the utmost respect, caller with the last numbers 6321. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun show. What's on your mind this afternoon?
Yes,
What's good?
Yes, sir. So I forgot what the topic is, but what's the topic?
How don't you know what the topic is, but you called it? That's what I want to know up front.
No, because I just seen your channel right now. That's why I'm a new user.
Okay.
That's what you said.
But when you saw the channel,
I was going through the videos on YouTube, and I was like, oh shit, your shit seems pretty interesting, so I want to call in.
Okay, well, did it seem interesting because it had a title on it, though, didn't it?
Right. It was the title of shit. What was it about? My bad.
The title is I wouldn't have to cheat if they was doing what they were supposed to do.
If I was doing what you're supposed to do. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on that? Do you believe that a person can be driven into the arms of somebody else, or that it's okay for them to step out on the one that they are supposed to love because that person might not be satisfying them or doing whatever it is that they say that they need done?
Nah. I don't think that's an acceptable right thing. To me, the more mature thing is as partners, basically what it talks about. If you don't feel satisfied, happy, or anything like that, she has every right to talk about like, hey, I'm not feeling this and that. Same with the men. If he's not feeling the same shit, then you have every right to go and talk about it as man to woman, as a marriage couple, as pretty much adults, just talk about it. Like what's wrong, like what's or what's happening, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's acceptable. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's, you know, like, or what, what's happening, or like, you know, like, what's wrong, like, what's, you know, like, or what's happening, or like, you know, like, or what's, you know, like, or what's happening, or like,
Yo, sorry about that. Somebody was at my door. Oh shit, where'd he go? My bad. Yo, not everybody respects the mic, but we taking care of him now. What's good? All right, so wait. He must have hung up. Now on the line now is somebody who has called in before, but they was kind of mumbly jumbly. All right, let me see. Caller with the maybe they got it together this time. You know what I mean? Maybe I have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Caller with the last numbers 9843. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon? What's good?
Okay. This is Cheryl. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're not the one I thought. That's what's up. How you doing, Cheryl? Thanks for calling in.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. Now, the topic is a good topic today. Yes, and if a wife is doing a wifely duty.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're talking about?
Well, no. We're talking about people who try to say that they wouldn't have to cheat if their woman or their man was doing what they were supposed to do. So they're using their man or their woman coming up short in some kind of area of their relationship as an excuse to cheat on them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll say it like this. Okay, I got married to my husband. He asked my parents for my hand at 17. He was 19. Well, by the time I was 20, we had 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, everything was all good, you know, and I'm doing what I do, and he's doing what he does. You know, it was like peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
And, I mean, he did hurt me after 15 years, you know. But it was just us, you know. I'm cooking, and brush against me. Then I'm in the bedroom, kids banging on the door. We doing what we do. But I didn't, like I said, I couldn't understand that, you know. And I'm asking him, you know, and I always kept myself up. I've done, like I said, I gave him 3 babies, and then 13 years later, I gave him 3 more. But anyways, I didn't feel that he had no excuse for cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
And God rest his soul, and I love him to death still today. I just lost him in 2022. And you can tell me about how come I'd be up. I'd be up at that time of the morning because that's my number of time waiting for him to come home from work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before he got sick. And so I couldn't understand it. I never had the urge to cheat. All his partners, you know, would try to get at me. But he, you know, he knew I could handle myself. Nobody can make chance with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, his children, you know, all of them. The first set, I mean, there was time we get in an argument, you know, and I'm like, get on, you want to go out anyway, so get on, leave him alone. He wouldn't go, you know, kids hanging on his feet and all that. But the point is, I just couldn't understand it. He couldn't explain it to me, you know. I'm like, what am I not doing, you know? What am I not doing that would make you do that, you know? And he didn't have no excuse for me. And all I said, and see, I wanted him to hurt like I was hurting, but I'm like, no, I'm a woman. I'm not about this like low weight and stuff like that. And I could have done it easily, but no, I'm a wife and I'm a mother, you know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that. But I was just like, there was no excuse, you know. I could just be standing up cooking. And,
Mm.
you know, like I said, brush up against me. Next thing you know, we in the room, the kids banging on the door, and we're doing what we do.
Yeah.
And it's not, you know, it just, that is a horrible, horrible pain, you know? And I mean, wow. Anyway, I almost took his life for that, you know? But I thought about it, you know, and my children would have hated me. But that hurt. That was a horrible hurt, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, and I'm looking like this. I don't know if he cheated on me again, you know. I stayed married to my husband, you know. I
Okay.
forgave him, and I don't know. I mean, there was never a time I couldn't find him if I needed to find him, you know, if I had to.
Yeah.
Plus he worked, plus he hustled, you know. But, you know, a wife that you don't want to go to work, which I wanted to go to work to help out, but no, you can't go to work. You got to stay here and take care of the house and take care of the kids, you know. And so that's, you know, I don't know. You know, I talked to a lot of people. My homegirl, my best friend, you know, I talked to her about it. Her husband cheated on her. Well, after 10 years, they got a divorce, you know. But I stayed with them, you know, and like I said, I still love him, even when he got sick. I love him. I love him right now, you know, and I'm hurting right now, you know, because I don't have him to cuss out, throw a shoe at or whatever. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. Men and women are different. Like I said, I could have, but I didn't, you know. So I just, can you tell me you're a man? What's happening with that?
Well, I'm the all right. Whenever I hear somebody who cheats try to blame it on the person that they're cheating on, I always get turned off
Mm-hmm.
by that because one thing that I know through living out my life is people who cheat, cheat. Cheaters cheat. And people who don't cheat, don't
Mm-hmm.
cheat. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
whether you are blowing their head off in the bedroom or cooking a meal so good that they blow up to 400 pounds, or just giving them everything that they could ever ask for or ever want, if they are the type of person that's going to cheat, then they're going to cheat. But because they
Mm-hmm.
know that they're dead wrong for it, they may still try to make
Mm-hmm.
it sound like there's some kind of deficiency at home, which is forcing them to do what they got to do. No, nothing forces you to do anything except for you. You know, it's your own
Right.
mind, it's your own desires or whatever. I mean, if you're a cheater or if whatever you do, then stand by it. But don't try to make it sound like
Mm-hmm.
the person that you're cheating on, the victim, is the one that's making you victimize them. That would be like
Mm-hmm.
you punch somebody in the face and you tell them, well, I wouldn't have to punch you in the face if you wouldn't if you would just act right, or if you wouldn't have said that to me. No, you made the decision to punch them
Mm-hmm.
in the face. If they said
Right.
something, if they said something to you that you didn't like, you could have said something back to them that they didn't like. If that's what you chose to do, but you chose to handle it in a
Mm-hmm.
different way. So
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
question that I was asking earlier in the show, and I don't know if you were here, was if
Mm-hmm.
let's say we accept
Mm-hmm.
people saying that they wouldn't have to cheat if you was doing what you were supposed to do. Let's say we accept that.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if the person that they cheated on started doing what they were supposed to do? So if you say
Mm-hmm.
that you cheated on them because they didn't cook, well, what if they started cooking? And I mean really cooking, bought some cookbooks, took some cooking classes so they can cook, cook for you the best meals that you ever wanted, whether it's pork, beef, or vegan, right? So they did that. Maybe you say that you cheated because they weren't giving you sex. So they started doing that. So anytime you wanted it, you got it, and they did it to the highest level, not just letting you jump on top of them and get and get their shit off, but actually really started to have sex in the way that you wanted them to. So if they started doing all of those things that you said they weren't doing, which made you go out and cheat, if they started doing all of those things, would you stop cheating for good? So most of them would probably say, yeah, I would do that. But they're lying. They're lying because that's not the real reason that they was cheating in the first place. I worked with this guy. We worked at the same job, and he tried to tell me, because he was a wild guy, and he didn't have a car for a long time, so he finally got a car. And we got a car, he started getting wild because now he can go pick up chicks and ride around, go visit them, and all of that kind of stuff, right? And he had just had a child by this woman. Just had a child by her. Then he came after the weekend was over. He done came back from seeing this girl that lived a couple of states away, and he was like, "Yeah, man, baby mama, she been messing up. So I had to go. She opened the door for Shorty to come in and take a spot or get a little something." I said, now you need to cut it out. You went and saw that girl because you wanted to see her, and you did what you normally do. It ain't got nothing to do with your baby mom. And he just started laughing because he knew I was telling the truth. No, you ain't got it. Yeah. I don't even know why he even started talking like that to me. Hey, you don't owe me no explanation. You ain't cheating on me. You cheating on, it don't matter how I look at you. We just a couple of co-workers. We wasn't this wasn't my boy. This wasn't a good friend of mine. He just decided to volunteer this information just so he could hear himself talk, I guess. I ain't never asked him about nothing going on in his relationships. But he knew he was wrong, so he just started talking.
Yeah, well, I tried to understand it, but I was like, am I doing something wrong? And I'm like, 90 seconds. Well, to me, and I asked him, am I doing something wrong? Why? Why did you? Why? But there was ever no answer as to why,
Yeah.
And that, and then it broke my trust, truly, because when we took our marriage vows, we were married, by our pastor, in my mother's home, my mother's father's home. But the thing was, like I said, it was just me and him. Now, these words came out of his mouth. Cheryl, if we make it for 12 years, that means we're going to be together forever. Okay? And I agreed. I said, yeah. Okay. Well, this happened 15 years into our marriage, But anyway, like I say, I didn't understand it, and I told him, you're going to read what you sow. And he was asking, what do you mean? I said, you read the Bible, But at the same time, I just say the hurt you put on me, I wanted to put it back on you so you can see what that feel like. But I find out, and this might just be my opinion, men cannot handle a woman, with another man. I just flirted with another man in front of his face just to show him. And he hit the seat. He balled his fist up. I said, I wish you would. He's the one taught me how to shoot. But anyway, getting back to the point, he just got mad and was out home. But see, that's my point. I said, now, you done something to me. I said, that man didn't mean nothing to me, he started flirting with me. I flirted back with him right in front of his face. So you could just see that's just a fraction of pain that you caused me, when you
Yeah.
cheated on me. And and then even when he got sick, my husband and I was married for over 40 years. Like I said, we were kids, raising kids. We had one set, and again, we had another set. And bottom line is, like I said, I tried to do everything I could to please my husband, and I almost, like I said, I try to take care of myself, take care of my appearance, take care of my body, everything, keep my figure, all of that. After 6 kids, I was still wearing a size 8, and for a woman like me, that's small. And it didn't make, I couldn't understand it. And I don't understand right to this day, even though he's gone. God rest his soul. And we talked about so much stuff that related. You talked about the dogs, and we used to breed pit bull. I mean, not pit bulls, but dogies. And I've just been listening, but everything you've been talking about for the past week has been hitting on us, And I'd be up at that time in the morning because I'd be waiting on him to come in from work, know.
Yeah.
And so that's why I did. I used to go out. We used to go out. My best friend and his best friend were husband and wife. Well, they got divorced. But anyways, we done the best we could, But I just couldn't understand. That's all. I just couldn't.
Well, yeah, you're not going to understand it. You're not going to understand it because that's not the way that you live. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a cheater and a person who's not a cheater, it's almost like they have cultural differences. It's like one person grew up in a household where it's like a person growing up in a household that ate meat. They ate meat with every meal, and then another household where they never ate meat. Although they both eat food, the way their approach to their diet is totally different. So if you've never eaten meat before, you're not going to really understand why people eat meat. And if you've never had a meal that didn't have meat in it, it's going to be hard for you to understand why somebody would want to eat meals that don't have meat. Now that's kind of it's a weak example, but it shows that how your mind works. If you believe that it's supposed to be a one-on-one thing, like you only deal with a person that you would want to be with exclusively, but you're dealing with somebody else who likes a variety and will go out and pursue that. Y'all have a disconnect. It doesn't mean that y'all can't be together, but y'all have fundamental differences in the way that y'all approach a relationship. But at least your man didn't try to blame you for him stepping out, because that's what we're really talking about. It's a whole different level when a person cheats on you and they feel bad about it. They know they wrong, but a person who would try to say, no, I wasn't wrong. You wasn't doing this. Like I told you, I don't like leftovers, and you kept serving me leftovers. So I had to go somewhere where they had a different meal every night. I know spaghetti tastes better than the next day, but I don't care. I don't want no spaghetti from the night before. I don't want no collard greens from the night before, even if they taste better the second day. I want fresh collard greens, fresh. So I had to go cheap. You know what I mean? Gladys make different meals every night, and I ain't trying to eat your spaghetti, your old spaghetti and collard greens. So it's a bunch of bullshit. You make a situation worse. You make a situation worse when you try to blame. How he gonna blame you? Not
No,
even though he didn't.
well, he knew he couldn't.
Yeah,
He already
right,
knew that.
right.
So he was telling, you know, my husband. I'm gonna tell you this. When we got together, we dated for a year. Okay, and when I was, yeah, but the whole thing in the nutshell is, we, um, I mean, he had what do you call it, a stuttering problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now I was blessed with patience, and I could wait, for him to finish saying what he was saying, you know. He sometimes he wouldn't talk, or if he was trying to say something to somebody that didn't have patience, which irritated the heck out of me, because that's, when you get married, you become one,
Mm-hmm.
and um I would finish for him, and he'd be glad, Then he had what aneurysm, and the aneurysm stopped him from stuttering. He was bleeding in the brain. He had a cerebral hemorrhage. But anyway, point being, he was able to stop stuttering, and it's like, okay, we both had something that each other needed. I needed him, he needed me,
Mm-hmm.
There's things going on at home, and I told you when I called in, I told you and say, the topic that night was about our parents, and I was very angry about my father hitting my mother,
Yeah.
But at any rate, uh, my husband, like I said, we had a lot to share. He went through the same thing. We said we weren't going to do that to our children, and
Yeah.
this is what we've done our best not to do. No arguing in front of them, because as a child, he had to take antibiotics out, which was not a good thing, how, because they were so nervous, when the mother father fight, how children are. I don't know if you know that, but I know that because I went through it too. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we had that in common, we had a lot in common, and we were just like I said, we were just stuck, together, and I'm like, when you're growing, well, we grew together, we didn't grow apart though, but that episode of cheating on me, like I said, I don't know. He may have done it again. I don't know. I wasn't gonna follow him 24/7. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying. I mean, if that's what you're gonna do, you let me go. Because I got so angry at him, and I did. I went and I got some divorce papers, and I was like, it's time right there. Well, at the time, he would sign me, so I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere, But I was just hurt. I did knowing that I really didn't want him to go, but I'm not going to be second to no other woman,
Mm-hmm.
Not when I'm doing everything I can to please you in every kind of way. Business, your pop name crying, all of that, the things that, had to do with him, not real bad stuff. I'm not a bad person, but just stuff that, that if he needed me to do, I was there. Well, I was always down, he had my back, I had his back, If we had to do something, if I felt he was wrong in the street, I would wait till he got home and I would tell him he was wrong in the street. I would not do it out in public in front of nobody. And that's the one thing we never done. We never argued in public. No, that was enough. But anyway, I'm admit to ear enough, and I'm glad that you for the listening. But yeah, he never tried to blame me. He never tried to blame me. He went over heels trying to make it up. And again, like I say, a lot of people that want to cheater always a cheater. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't agree with it, But then you stop and you be thinking, and then sometimes it would come to my mind if he was somewhere, and he would when he was out, he would always check in, But anyway, it was good just to be able to talk to somebody else about that,
Yeah.
And it feels good, like I say, when I listen to the show. Matter of fact, I saw my daughter hit the link, you know. Anyway, you have a good show, and I appreciate you because you talk about so much stuff that relates, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get off of here because I'm about to start crying, and I'm trying to deal with my baby boy. I lost him October 28th, 2021, our baby boy. And then I lost his father 4 months later. So I'm dealing with a lot, but I'm trying to let the good times, you know, outweigh the bad times. Yeah. And so, at any rate, like I say, just keep me in your prayers, okay?
Hey, Cheryl, listen, I really appreciate you calling in and giving your testimony. I really enjoyed your call.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't hesitate to ever call in again. And keep your head up because
Okay.
from what I can hear
Mm-hmm.
from
I
you,
will.
you are definitely blessed. And
Yeah,
so I wish the
I
best.
am, you know?
You are. I hear it. I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell when
Mm-hmm.
somebody's been touched, and you're in a good place. So you just
Yeah.
just
I'm just trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. The kids
mhm.
trying to push me, you know.
Yeah.
All of them, they all grown now, you know, but I'm not like my baby girl, the one was teacher. She spent the night with me last night, and
Mhm.
she asked me, "Mama, don't you want to get out there? You know, I know you enjoy our company, but you don't want another male company." No, I don't. I honestly don't. You know, his best friend, he's up in Vegas. I'm in
Mhm.
Cali. And he called and checked in on, you know, like I say, he checked in. He knew how he treated me, you know. And so he calls and checks in. But for us, no, I don't see me getting that. Not ever again. Because I'm sure not having no more kids. Anyway, okay. You all have a blessed day.
You
Okay.
too. Have a good
And
rest of the
I'm
day.
going to continue watching the show.
All right.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Bye bye.
Good stuff right there. Very very good. And I appreciate her calling in and giving her account of things that listen, man, it ain't easy. It's not easy to call into a show and express certain things that have or express your experiences that you may have had in your life. We talk about a lot of things on this show that might go a little deeper than it might look on the surface because the things that you go through, the things that you feel, the things that you have done, the way that things have affected you, it's personal and it's deep. So I really want to give a shout out to Cheryl Halsey for calling in. Really appreciate that. I think she tried to call in before and she might have been having some problems with the line or something like that. That's why I didn't think that this was a real call. So I'm glad we got that cleared up. So next time, if she ever calls in again, then I'll know what it is, and then we can get straight to it. But yeah, peace to her for calling in, and the other guy who called in, even though I don't think he was ready, good looking out. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. And word of Bremen, what's good? What's good, man? Thanks for coming back through. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you around. All right, man. We about to do these birthday shout outs. Do the birthday shout do the birthday shout outs. That's what we gonna do. So I'ma spit these birthday shout outs to you. Number one out the box, I said we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 2nd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. Look at the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. Look at the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. Look at the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Linda Baxter, happy birthday to you. And also Ty Ty, happy birthday. And Angel Washington, happy birthday. And last but not least, Belinda Barksdale. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious, glorious, glorious November 2nd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and go hard, go for yours, and go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, I wouldn't have to cheat. I wouldn't have to do what I gotta do if you would do what you supposed to. That's the excuse that a lot of people use. It sounds like a bunch of bullshit and partly abuse. Well, you can only do what they allow. You control your life. I say that thou shall not be another sucker ass. But sometimes you be hooked up with a sucker ass. Well, we all live by the choices that we make. We all live by the choices that we make. I think it's weak to try to make somebody believe that you are the reason that they violated you. But people do it. I think it's weak to try to make somebody feel like that you are the reason that they violated you. But it happens every day, every single day, every single day. But if you are dealing with somebody who makes excuses like that, that'd be like saying, well, I would have still been working at my job if my nut ass, cornball ass, hating ass supervisor didn't report me. So this ain't had nothing to do with you being late every day. This ain't had nothing to do with you calling out on Mondays and Fridays all the time. This ain't had nothing to do with your limited, with your bad or poor work performance. This ain't had nothing to do with the fact that you got caught smoking weed, breath smelling like alcohol on the job, failed the breathalyzer at the job. You know how if you work with machinery at your job and you have an accident at your job, let's say you was working on the forklift and you ran into the wall. First thing they got to do is send your ass to the agency so you can get tested. Get tested for drugs or alcohol. What did the test say? The test said you had weed in your system. You have with the weed is in your system, do whether you go love your system. Well, now you want to blame your job for testing you, sending you to what they call it. There's a testing agency, a lab. That a lot of unions use when somebody fucks up at the job and there's a suspicion that they may have been under the influence. Anyway, you go there, you tested positive for weed, alcohol, I mean, whatever it is, you've done it recently. And now you done got fired or you got suspended or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you would still be working at the job if you didn't get reported. But you would still be working at your job if you wasn't fucking up at your job. And you would still, and you wouldn't have cheated on your wife or your husband if you wasn't a cheater. It ain't got nothing to do with what they didn't do. You work it out with somebody who's not doing what you need them to do or treating you the way you want to be treated. Satan says you got to get that synthetic urine. But you didn't know you was getting tested today. You was in the parking lot turning up. the whole structure of the room with that forklift. You think you wasn't getting tested? You getting tested. And you failed. That's just something you got to deal with. That's just something you got to deal with. All right, but yeah. So if you're dealing with somebody who makes those types of excuses for their shortcomings, for their problems, for their inadequacies, for their mistakes, for the fuck shit that they do, then you're going to be dealing with that all the time. Emily, that done laughed in the house, said it. Emily. Yeah. These are the things we got to deal with. All right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow. Wait. We won't be back tomorrow. Wait. Let me see what time the game is tomorrow. Because last week we didn't have a show on Sunday because I thought the game was here, my dumb ass. And the game was an away game. But I know. Oh, we gonna have a show tomorrow. Yes, we will. We gonna have ourselves a show tomorrow because the game isn't until 4:00. It's a 4:00 game, so we be back here tomorrow. 1:00 sharp. Be back tomorrow. Strumming like a heart. We will be back tomorrow. No beg, steal, or borrow. There will be no crying sorrow. We gonna make sure that we get it popping. We gonna do it tomorrow at 1 p.m. No stopping. Beat dropping. We do it. Make sure the shit flow like fluid. We are here and it appears that we going to share with our peers. Yeah. How you feeling? It's appealing to me, you and yours. Yo, we are bored. We take tours around the world. Hook up boys with all the girls. I don't want to be the weakest, so I'm going to make sure when I'm coming through the speakers, it's something that you can respect and we connect on a higher level. Hang out with the gods every day, no devils. Even though my man Satan comes through to the crib, I'm going to show you how real angels live. Yo, maybe it's just a name, game gets kicked. We going to hang around each other and still stick together through the thick and thin. Yo, we going to win because we playing the right game from the beginning. And I'm seeing the end of the light at the tunnel. You know, we going to funnel all this shit right through the filter. We going to get through this shit. We never kill you. We going to make sure that you live. That you live. Positive. All right, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Allergies been kicking my ass, man. I can't take it no more. But love is love, baby. So Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace. Yo, you just know how we doobers. All right, one.